Hello, Rachel Rizito here. Today, I'd like to share with you a question that I get asked a lot by my clients, and that is, what is the one thing that you do every day that helps you feel most grounded and connected to yourself and aligned with your purpose and cultivating that feminine energy, that feminine essence? And for me, it's really been having a sacred morning practice. I lived in New York for many years and I was working for a very fast-paced startup, and I fell into the pattern of waking up, grabbing my phone, grabbing my computer, and just getting started on my day. And I found that I was exhausted. I felt depleted. I felt completely reactionary. And by 7 p.m., I was like just spiraling. And I'm so grateful to have found a breathing and meditation practice probably over a decade ago at this point that really invited me into a state of being first thing in the morning that allowed me to pause, to be still, to enter into a state of receptivity, to practice, gratitude, and just this little tiny moment in the morning. And it can be 10 minutes, it can be 30 minutes, it can be 2 hours, but just taking a beat for yourself helps you to, for me, get in front of my day and to really ground and root in what is most true for me. And I find that the rest of my day is so much more smooth and aligned and much more synchronicity and magic when I anchor in my sacred morning practice. So for me, the elements of that are most important, first is having a sacred space in your home that you designate to doing your morning practice. And I'm a big fan of altars. An altar is really, can be very simple, just a place where you put your sacred objects. For me, it's often, a candle, a crystal, flowers. It can be, you can have deities, you can have pictures of your family, whatever is most dear and true and meaningful to you, because that altar reflects us back at us. Right? So we put on our altar the things that we aspire to, the things that we are grateful for, the things that are meaningful to us. And so in the mornings when we sit in front of our altar and we look at those sacred objects, then they mirror back to us our truth, and really our higher selves and a little piece of our hearts. I think it's really important to have your sacred practice in the same place every day. For many years, I would meditate on my couch and then, on my bed and then outside. And, of course, it's better to do it than to not do it at all. But there's something powerful about sitting in the same place every single day. I believe that everything is energy, right? So when we start to create an energetic imprint on a location in our homes, then when we go and sit there again, it's much easier to drop into that meditative space because we've been cultivating it as such. The second thing is to set a timer. Sometimes when we have a lot going on, the idea of meditating or journaling or, doing some kind of, self-cultivation practice can feel overwhelming and daunting. And on days that I don't have clients and a million things going on, I like to not set a timer and just enjoy and savor those moments, that time. But if you set a timer for 10 minutes and you give yourself permission, okay, for the next 10 minutes, I'm not going to check my phone. I'm not going to make lists in my head. I'm just going to sit. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to be. I'm going to listen. And it just allows you to drop in that much more and savor in this delicious, spacious time just to be. And the third thing is to be kind with yourself. So there's a million practices out there. There's a million things you could do. I love keeping it simple. So it could be doing a guided meditation. It could be journaling for 10 minutes, doing morning pages, just writing, stream of consciousness. It could be 10 deep breaths, just observing the air going in, going out. So being gentle with yourself, finding what is most interesting to you, or what is most easy for you, or what you want to do, what you desire to do, and knowing that there isn't one perfect right way. There are many powerful techniques, and I'm happy to share all the ones that I love. But I think just the practice and the muscle of sitting, of being, of listening, and just doing nothing before your day gets filled with doing, creating, which is so beautiful. But when we create from a state of stillness and silence, I have experienced that whatever it is that comes from that place is so much more effective and potent and well-resourced, rather than coming from a place of reactivity or stress or anxiety or overwhelm. The last thing I'll share is the power of accountability. So if you have a desire to start and cultivate a sacred morning practice, it's really easy to do it a couple days and then to fall off. So I have found it most effective to find a friend or someone in your life who, can hold you accountable, where maybe every day for 7 days or 14 days or a month, you text her and you say, I did it. And maybe you do this with your partner. And it just allows for you to be witnessed and for the consistency to happen, so you can build the confidence and really see the results. I have found that having a sacred morning practice works like a domino effect, where, once you start your day with that, the rest of the day has an incredible ripple of positive behaviors. When I meditate in the morning, I'm more likely to eat healthier. I'm more likely to go to the yoga class or the gym. I'm more likely to, I'm more productive. I'm more likely to do the things that I really want to do, go to bed earlier. So give it a try and let me know how it goes in the comments below. Lots of love.